Okay, yeah. Good morning, everyone. So, yesterday we were talking about object groups. We discussed about balance definition. We discussed about event groups. What is relation group? What is retro? Um, then we were talking about object groups. In that, we have seen what is payroll relationship group. Okay, so let me just log in. Okay, this is a payroll calculation section. So you go here, object groups. One second. Salary basis. Yeah. So when I think we didn't create anything. So if you are creating new, so here you have LDG. Okay, now we have seen here the different types. So payroll relationship, basically the common usage is element group or payroll relationship group. So payroll relationship group is what? Suppose I am processing, let's say in my organization, there are 100 employees working. Out of 100 employees, I don't want to process certain group of people in the current payroll. Then all employees belongs to same payroll, then how can we restrict this section of people? So we create a payroll relationship group, and yesterday I think we have seen we will put them as an exclude. Then when we are processing the payroll, I have shown you the parameter section also. So where we are going to select this payroll relationship group. So what happens when you process the payroll? System will process all the employees, and then it looks at the object group and see, okay, this section of people needs to be excluded from the current payroll process. That's how payroll relationship group uses object group. Second one is element group. Okay, here also element group. See, the functionality remains same. The functionality remains same. The usage of this object group is different. In this element group, what we will do, generally what happens when you suppose all employees are having basic salary, HRA, transportation allowance, book allowance, then PF deduction. So these things are there for all the employees. Now let us assume that current month payroll, management has decided not to process transportation allowance. They wanted to exclude transportation allowance from the current month for some reason, whatever reason that may. So how can, because you see this element is a recurring element, transportation allowance is a recurring element, and which is going to be processed every month if your payroll is a monthly payroll, and everyone is getting paid according to their grade. Suppose grade 1, yesterday I think we have discussed this example, right? Grade 1 employee 2,000, grade 2 employee 3,000, grade 3 employee 4,000. So based on the employee grade, this transportation allowance is going to be processed every month. So it's a recurring element basically. Then let's say in my organization, there are 1,000 employees working. Now, current month management is deciding not to process, not to give transportation allowance. So what is the way to do it? So you can do one thing. See, let's say today is a March month. I mean, this is a March month. You can end date, because that is a recurring element. You can end date that element as of 20th of February for all the employees. So March month, that element will not be there. March you process the payroll, so that anyway transportation allowance element is not there. Again next month April 1st, again you have to attach that element manually to all the employees again, so that again April onwards it is going. Yeah, that is a way to, I mean, that is one way to do it, but it's a tedious work, right? End dating the element for all the employees, again starting the element for all the employees next month, all these things. Instead of, what you can do, you can create a element group this time, then attach that element, whatever element that you want, you can attach it. I'm just giving some, suppose there are a lot of elements available here. Let's say no element is there. Yeah, maybe support element, I don't know. Let's say some element, I'm just giving some example, right? Some element, let's say it's the transportation allowance element. Now you say here exclude. Now when you submit it, this element group will be created. So when I am processing my payroll, remember yesterday I have shown you the parameter section. So there in the element group parameter, you select this element group. So what happens when you process the payrolls? First, whenever system is processing payroll, it checks all the parameters first. Then, okay, a object group, in the element group section, I have element group. Then it comes here. Look at it, it looks at the element. Okay, this element should be excluded. And then whoever is having this element in their element entry scheme, when you're processing the payroll, this element process will be, this element will not be deleted or undated. Remember, this element will not be processed. That's it for that for that particular period. So that is the usage of your object groups. Any questions in object groups? Anyone? Okay, looks like everyone is fine with this. The next concept is salary basis. So salary basis task, that particular task is available in the compensation management offering. So you will not be able to find here anywhere. You have to go to compensation management offering. There you will see your salary basis. Under compensation management, I think it's in basic pay, or I think it's in base pay. Salary basis. So what is salary basis? Again, salary basis is a mandatory configuration. So why we create salary basis? Purpose of the salary basis. So I can create new, or I can use the existing salary basis. Yeah. See, this is the salary basis section. Anyway, we will create our own salary basis instead of that. Okay, so now LDG, I have to select LDG. type, it should be by user. Okay, now, so let's understand what is salary base. Basically, salary base is, its name suggests that basis for your salary. So when you are hiring an employee, so obviously you are going to enter a lot of information, right? His personal details, his employment assignment information, then his salary information. What is this person's salary when you are hiring? Maybe $100,000 per annum, $120,000 per annum. So that salary, what you are entering is what? Is it a monthly salary? Is it a yearly salary? So based on that, your formula is going to be calculated automatically. Remember, the element what we have defined, that element has already predefined formula, which is delivered by Oracle. So whenever you select here that, salary information, so you have to select that element. See, remember what we have created, that element name. That element you are going to attach here. So first you say it's annually. So whatever amount I am entering in this particular salary basis, it's a yearly amount. But your salary should be calculated bi-weekly, right? That will be taken care by formula. So what we are entering here, amount is a annual amount. Then you are going to select our element. This element. Then what is the input value? Whatever amount you are entering, it has to go to the rate section. So what does this mean? And then when I save and close, what happens here? When you are hiring an employee, so first you enter his personal details, you enter his assignment details, you select the payroll, which payroll this employee belongs to. Then what is his salary? So when you are selecting his salary, you are entering the salary basis, and then you enter his salary. So let's say if I enter $120,000 for that employee, automatically it will say that amount is the annual amount what we entered, and that amount will go and sit in this element in the rate section, rate input value. Whatever amount we enter, $120,000 is the annual amount. Annually is salary information. Now this is already, as I said, the formula is being used already in the payroll, by Oracle. So it will take care about all the calculations. But I'm talking about US legislation. For example, there is no legislation. There are certain countries Oracle has not delivered the legislation. So what happens there? There you have to write the formula manually. Yes, still the process remains same. You are going to create salary basis, you are going to create salary basis element, and then you are going to select the input value. So this amount you can enter manual, monthly or yearly. Again, depends on the client to client. When they are hiring, what is the amount they are entering? Sometimes some employees, they say, okay, we wanted to capture yearly amount, maybe $500,000 or whatever. And then from that, you are going to calculate, and then you are going to pay in your monthly or bi-weekly payroll. That is one way. In that scenario, every formula needs to be created. The formula will not be given by Oracle by default. That is, remember that, because, even in non Oracle delivered legislations like, Kenya or any other country, even, excuse me. When you create element, still the formula is going to be created, but you have to update the formula based on your calculation. But US legislation, don't update it, because as I said, as yesterday I have shown you, the other day I have shown you, for delivered legislations, there will be a lot of impacts. So when the formula is generated, it's not just calculating that rate, it's calling the legislative other formulas. It's a US flat, some bonus calculation, some other formulas it is called. These are delivered, excuse me, these are delivered formulas. So it's calling whatever values are calculating in this formula, it is using these values in some other formulas. Also, it is calling these are tax codes. So it's calling other formula values into this formula and calculating your salary. Again, this element entry values delivered formula. So don't modify all these things. If there is any change, you have to properly see, okay, where should I change this formula, and maybe you change here and then you return the value. That's it. Don't change this formula. I'm talking about the delivered legislations. But when it comes to the non-delivered legislations, yes, formulas will still be created. Because it's non-delivered, there will be no formulas defined. So everything you have to write manually. All the formula needs to be updated manually. Okay. This is about your salary basis. Simple, straightforward. Your salary basis name, okay, annually whatever amount we are entering in this element. You don't have to enter this element manually, because you see, whenever hire an employee, because of this element, whenever you enter a salary, automatically this is salary basis element, so automatically this element gets attached to the employee. And then you say save and close. This is about your salary basis. Okay, so now there is one more concept. Legal entity calculation cards. Legal entity calculation cards. So what is legal entity calculation cards? So this is where you are going to define your tax rules for US and whatever state this company is registered. So you're going to enter the tax rules, so that the corresponding unemployment tax, all those things will be automatically processed in your payroll. So first of all, you have to set the scope to your legal entity. When you set the scope, automatically it goes to your tax calculations, this section. So by default here, nothing will be there. By default here, nothing will be there. It will be here blank. So what you have to do it, you have to say new, and then start date we will give like 1/1/1951 or 19. Then you are going to select, there is only one value delivered, calculation rules for tax reporting and payroll statutory unit. You have to select, and then you say continue. When you click on continue, automatically it will be added here like this. That's it. It will be added here. Now you have to define rules. You have to go into the calculation cards. Again, these rules will be given by client. You see here, it's federal. Benefits is a benefits module. The benefits module will take care of that. Now you go to 1/1/2019, because that's when we created. Now you see here, federal tax, regional tax. There are two different taxes in US: federal tax rules and regional tax rules. Okay, you see, the moment when you select federal, so these things comes automatically. You don't have to worry about all these things. Remember, these things comes automatically, but you have to select the rules here. See, for federal tax, there is a federal income tax information you have to enter. So there is a calculation rules here. Again, this will be given by client. You don't have to worry about that. Supplemental tax calculation method. I mean, it's nothing, but yeah, if your client, if you go to edit and correct, these rules will be given by the client. We don't worry about what is this and all. You ask them supplemental okay, it's aggregative or flat percentage or cumulative. Based on that, the formula will take care. But here, if their tax calculation method for supplemental tax is a flat percentage, select flat percentage. Again, tax withholding rules. Do you have any tax withholding rules? All states or only states under state tax rules? You have that rule, select that accordingly. Then should tax be calculated based on project period to date amount? Do they have, yes or no? Again, this will be, again, as I said, based on the client requirement, we will take all these requirements. Let me just go once again. And this is for your federal tax. In the federal, you have federal income tax, Medicare, federal unemployment, social security. So all these four are there. So again, go to Medicare. Under Medicare also you have again certain rules. When you select here, the corresponding things, see Medicare organization information, go there. And then again you have to enter certain information. You see here, self-adjustment method. Is it a self-adjustment or any calculation? Again, this will be given by client. As I said, all these rules will be given by client. We have to check with them. Maybe we will prepare a checklist kind of thing. We will give federal tax and whatever values we have, we can give an Excel file and all. We can ask them these are the values available. They can provide the values. Then unemployment. There is a tax on unemployment, right, in US. So it's a contribution, kind of contribution. Again, unemployment organization information here. You see, it's nothing is selected. You can go to values. If do they have any values? Nothing. Then social security. Social security information. Again, the self-adjustment method. So this is only related to federal. Only these sections are there for federal. Now coming to the tax, regional tax. Regional tax is different from one state to another state. Remember, it's not same. You know, Washington D.C., Newark, California, or Nebraska, whatever, Georgia. Every state has its own tax against tax rules. So if your organization is at one state and employees are working in different states, for example, so employees are working in different states, you have, suppose in my organization, client organization, employees are working in 8 different states in US. Maybe they are working from home or they are different locations they are working because of the branch office or any reason. Then you have to define these regional tax rules for all those 8 states separately. You see here, currently we defined for Washington, WA. So how this Washington comes here? You are going to select. So when I select the federal, this particular field has got freezed. Now the moment when I select regional, this is enabled. You see, I can go to regional. Then I can add any state I want. You see here, all the states here, Alaska, DC. There are a lot of states. All these state codes, we have to know that state codes. Okay, New Jersey, Newark, Washington, WAZ, Washington. So like that, there are a lot of states available. Hautang, Georgia, Florida, California. So like that, you select the state. The moment when you select the state, it pops up like this. It comes here. Washington, California, Nebraska, whatever state you add, all the states will show here. Then go to the state. There you have again tax rules for your state wise. You see here, state income tax for 009, unemployment, disability, FLI. So these things are there. So again, go to state tax, again define the state income tax rules again. These rules again will be given by your client. You have to check with them all this information. Yeah, is there any resident wage accumulation, country tax withholding rule? Is there any rules here? You define, you check with client, you define those calculation rules here. No, nothing for unemployment. I think there are unemployment section definitely. It's a no self-adjust. Remember, some of the components are self-adjust, some of the components are no self-adjust. So these things will be given by client. Again, what rate? Unemployment, what rate? This particular state has got 2.2 value rate. This employer rate. Similarly, maybe some other state, you may have 1.9. So again, these values we don't know. We have to check with the client. So, based on the client requirement, we enter here these things. So you can select the display value, which value you wanted to enter, SVA wage limit or this string. Again, these things we don't know. They will provide this information. Similarly, disability. Again, so nothing is there, but basically here you are defining your entire tax rules. So if you have multiple states operating, you just go there, you add whatever states you want, and then check with the client to get those values, those information against each and every tax calculation rule. So basically this is used for your federal and regional tax. Regional is nothing but your state tax. So this is all I have pretty much in payroll configurations. So any questions from anyone, the entire payroll configurations, do let me know. So we will discuss for 5 minutes and then we will start transactions.
Srini, I have a question, maybe it is broad. Like I have a bi-weekly paid employee, and let us say because of the business requirements, so for the first 1 week he is working from New York, and the next 1 week he is working from New Jersey.
Okay.
Then in that scenario, like how his tax calculations are taken care specific to that state?
But are you changing his location also?
No, we are not changing his location, but his schedule is like that. For the first 1 week, he will be working from.
The system always looks at his working location to identify which location he is working. Okay, so you see, when I say state tax or state to state different, and then where employee is working, system will not automatically identify, okay, this employee is first week he is there in New York and second week he is there in New Jersey, right? Somewhere that information has to be captured, correct? So again, it's up to client how they want. Suppose yes, they wanted to calculate in such a way that okay, first week New Jersey and all. See, this particular formula, all these tax calculations and all will be taken care by formula, and it looks at his location, his work location. What is the address? What is the code? State code and state we have entered in his working location. And based on that, it will calculate. If you don't update anything and simply you say person is working in New Jersey and all, no, whatever location that employee is having, only as per that location or state, the tax will be calculated for entire bi-weekly. It doesn't matter he is working in New Jersey or New York. But if you wanted to calculate such a way that, first week, second week like that, yes, you have to change that location there. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it is his like nature of work for a fixed period, let us say for 6 months, so like for every week, do we need to change it on the location?
Yes, obviously. Otherwise, how does system know that?
Okay.
Yeah, system don't know, right? Automatically that he is from New Jersey or New York. There should be a field to identify, okay, this employee belongs to New Jersey or this employee belongs to New York, right? Otherwise, system will not know. So system looks at his work location always. If his work location doesn't change, system thinks that he's working in that location only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to change the location, then it works.
Okay.
Same way. So I'll give you an example. I'm working in India and due to some reason I got a resident permit in maybe in Singapore or Malaysia. So what my company does, they will transfer me to that location or that country. If they don't change, see, I'm going to Singapore, let's say Malaysia for my work for 6 months. I go there, and when you process my payroll, where it will process? Will it be processed in Singapore? No, it will process in India only, unless and until you transfer my information to Singapore. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, same rule applies there.
Yeah, got it.
Anyone else has any questions in payroll? Take 2 minutes time. Please let me know you have any questions, because so then I will start. The transactions. We will hire one employee. Then once we hire, then we will process his payroll in that location. So, okay, fine. Let's see. Let's do the transactions. Let's hire one employee, and then we will see all the payroll attachments, links. So, hiring, you know that my client groups, new person. I mean, again, this is I don't know how many people have about this core HR, whether they have explained it or not. This is a classic UI. When you are hiring employee, you go here, you enter new person. So when you click on new person, it will take you to the hire employee section. See, new person. Then this page comes. This page shows up, right? Then you say hire an employee, and page comes. This is called classic view. This is called classic view. So again, Oracle slowly decommissioning this one. So now Oracle is asking clients to move from classic UI to responsive UI. So if you go to responsive UI, so this is not the screen that you see when you are hiring people. So I will show you. So when you are going into show more, when I say hire an employee, see, it's asking like this. What information you wanted to enter to hire? I want communication info. I want address. I want citizenship. I don't want to pay, driver license pay. You don't have to check it. Citizenship information. I don't want to enter. I want to enter family or whatever information you want. I want work relationship, obviously, payroll details, salary information, compensation information. Direct report is I want. So whatever information you want, communication information is nothing but personal details. Then you can continue, and then you can only the corresponding information will be shown. But in classic UI, the total information will be shown. It's up to you what information you wanted to enter. So just it's like a heads up for you. Just look at that functionality. But still, majority of the clients still using this classic UI. So I'm going to hire. From what date we will hire? So because my payroll starts into 2020, let me hire on. We enter what is the payroll 6th to 19th, right? So I am hiring on February. Let's say 3rd February. I am hiring this person. Hire an employee. requirement. Legal employer. So you can enter last name, first name. Title you can enter, whatever mandatory things are there you can enter, otherwise you can see. This is your US country, fine. So now gender, male, female, project name, someone, this is a DFF, you know that, right? Someone has enabled this DFF and all. So yeah, I'm just entering whatever. So let me enter the national ID. Social security number I'm entering. Then go to next. Then you enter address, his home address. Person number is already generated. Okay, home address, you can just enter, I'm just giving like mandatory fields. Then you enter force information, email. These are all core HR things, so whether you can use it or you can skip it, it's not mandatory. You can enter even citizenship information, visa information, things like that, because this is a core HR. You know that you know what are the fields that you want to enter. Yes, is a US citizen or UK citizen. Citizenship. Where is US? Can be somewhere, right? How come US is missed here? Anyway, let me check that. No, not you can't do. Got stuck down. Okay, you enter whatever related information you want. Then you enter his assignment information, employment information. It's getting state value. State is nothing but his this one, element inputs. Okay, employment information. You can enter his business unit. His position, job. How come now we know? Maybe positions, I think job will be there definitely. Yeah, job is there, maybe position not created. But if you in your implementation you have position and all, you can select position, you can select grade. You have any. Apps grade 1. Yes, please.
Actually, someone found out that when you hiring
your voice is giving a lot of. Sorry. Wait. Your voice, I'm getting a lot of noise along with your voice. Shashank, I think. A lot of noise is coming.
Is it clear?
I don't know, for other people, is it clear?
Okay, let me.
For us also it's the same breaking voice.
Yeah, it's breaking voice and a lot of noise is coming background. So I'm just entering department. Putting establishment that. Again, this is where you enter the location. Yeah. So whether he's hourly paid or salaried employee or worker category, all these things in college.
Yeah, Srini, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So let us say the location we are selecting is New York. Okay, and my home address is given as New Jersey.
Fine. Here in New York, whatever location here in assignment you have, that will be calculated.
Okay, so if we say working at home as yes, okay, then it will be based upon my home state.
No. This you have to modify the formula.
Okay.
So if you wanted that, then working from home, that field needs to be referenced in your fast formula.
Okay.
Then yes.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? One second. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Here you see here the reference your hourly or salaried employee. Then when you are hiring, obviously you enter his payroll. All these things. Now payroll. This is a place where you enter his payroll. tax reporting unit, then you are going to attach payroll here. This person belongs to which payroll? So you enter here payroll. This is our bi-weekly payroll 1, 2, 3. Okay, so whenever I hire any employee in this payroll, when I process this payroll, all the employees' salaries will be processed. Then go to next. See, when you are hiring employee, you can enter this information, or you can come back and you can enter this information, payroll. Yeah, you see here payroll date of birth is mandatory. Go back. I didn't enter it. Okay. So let me remove the payroll from here, and then I will enter date of birth and I'll come back. So this is the place where you enter payroll, but there is other place also you can enter payroll. Okay. I mean, it's not other place. When you hire an employee without payroll, without salary, you can, after that you can enter, because you sort of sometimes your HR department is different from payroll department. So in that case, maybe 65, I'm just giving like that. I'll show you where you can enter payroll again.
Srini, can you hear me now?
Yes.
If it's clear?
Yes.
Okay. So Srini, I have two questions here. First is related to the core HR. That now, once you have hired an employee, I can see that the person number got generated. But in our system in our client system where I work, once I submit the hire play page and complete the information, then only I can able to see the person number when I select through the first name and last name.
Okay.
So it generates at the end basically.
Right.
Now here I can see that you have it's generated at the time of employment information only.
Right.
Then is it a conflict setup that it has been done, or how it is work?
Yes. If you see in our manage enterprise HCM information, there is a field called person generation method, person number generation method. There you see two options. Upon final close or while you are continuing hire, there are two options. So based on that option, this number will be coming early or after you submit the form.
Okay. And the second question is related to payroll. That suppose because if we hire a contingent worker, like which we don't have payroll assigned to them, then how their calculations?
Sorry, come again. If you are hiring,
like contingent worker.
Right.
Like we are hiring, yeah. So
right.
they don't have any payroll attached to them.
Right.
Then how their taxation and all the things will be calculated, because they are hired, but they are in temporary basis. So how that will work?
So you mean to say contingent work employee salaries, how it's going to be paid?
Yes. And how the payroll will be, like if there is no payroll attached to them, then how?
Correct. So contingent workers information is all, let's say there is two companies, X company, Y company. So what does contingent worker means? Contingent worker means, let's say our company, maybe an apps tech company. So if a person is hired as a contingent worker in the apps tech, meaning that person is not an employee for apps tech. Okay. So you cannot process as an apps tech. You will not process his salary in our system. We taken as a contingent worker, meaning that person is an employee for other organization, maybe some consulting company or XYZ company. From there, you are going to say, okay, you send that employee for a certain period of time. We are going to pay for that employee directly to that particular organization. So meaning for contingent workers, you are going to pay it through finance department to that company. They will process their salaries and they will pay the salary to that employee. Same case, you see, I am working for, let's say, X company, and our company is a consulting company, meaning a resource deployment company. So what they will do, they deploy me into Oracle. So I go to Oracle office, I work for Oracle office, but I am not the employee of that Oracle. Oracle records, I am a contingent worker. For X company, I am the employee for X company, and I have been deployed to Oracle as a contingent worker. So Oracle will not process my salary. Oracle will not pay my salary. My XYZ company process my salary and it pays me. Then how Oracle pays? Oracle will generate a work order or whatever to XYZ company through finance, and then it will pay accordingly. Or let's say XYZ company raises invoice to the Oracle. Oracle pays through finance. That happens with contingent workers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so here I'm not going to attach payroll here. I will show you another place. Once you hire, you can attach payroll information. So again, salary information also you can enter here directly when you are hiring. You can enter from salary basis. Remember, you can enter salary basis and what is the salary amount and all. You can do that. Or else I will show you once we hire, then we will enter his payroll information, his salary information and all. We will do that. Let me show it if there is any approval. So maybe. We will do one thing. Once we hire this employee, we will hire another employee because I wanted to show you how to process a payroll for one individual employee, or usually that will not happen in our organization, right? Yeah, organization process of payroll, it processes all the employees. So I will hire one employee and I will show you how to process all the employees and how to process for one employee. I'm just hiring the same date, so just want to make sure. Maybe I'll say just giving name like that, and then gender, date of birth is important. I don't know, this is a national ID, SSN number, when I click next, person number generates automatically. Then again I'm giving the same. I'm giving one phone details, all this information you can enter, marital status, whether he's married or what, things like that you can enter. Then you go to next. You can enter his employment information like his positions, jobs, things like that. So here business unit, you can enter this one. Job. Take a manager or something we have created, and then we will say grade also. Apps grade 1, department. Then you can enter his establishment, his physical location. His physical location, working from home, worker category, full-time, part-time, salaried employee or not. So you can enter this information. Again, payroll information and all I will enter later. His tax reporting information. Payroll information and salary based information we will enter later. Once we hire an employee, I will show you where to do all these things, even salary based information also. Submit. Then we open the person record. Person management. Okay, so now you have to enter certain payroll information. This is like core HR, whatever you have seen in core HR. So now payroll related information, you have to go to here. See here under payroll, you can enter payroll relationship. This is a personal payment method, element entries, all these things you have here. Salary information you enter here, change salary here. First, we will select the payroll relationship. What payroll this employee belongs to. So you see here payroll details. This is the payroll this employee belongs to. Then save it. What? Wait. I did a mistake here. Shit. So this is the reason I'm saying dates are very important. You see, this employee hired on 3rd February. Effective date I have not modified. So this payroll is attached from that today date by default. So that is not the way, right? Today is not. It's not supposed to be today. You have to modify the date. Then you enter payroll. Then you see the date comes properly. So date track is very important in HR. Okay, then you save it. Then once you attach payroll, you go to his salary and enter his salary information. So we have not entered any salary here initially. So again, if I enter propose new salary, March, February, action hire, So you can enter salary basis. We have created a salary basis, right? So the moment when I enter the salary information here, let's say I'm entering 100,000 annually. Whatever amount I enter, it comes automatically annually. That's it. You can continue. You can check if there is any approvals configured. Submit. Okay, we enter his salary, we enter his payroll. Now if I go to element entries, this is where you enter manually element. You see certain elements comes automatically. This is my salary element. This is my salary element, but this is someone else. I'm going to delete. We don't want that, right? This is someone else. You see, this is our element automatically attached, and look at the taxation element. Tax element also comes automatically. We have not entered from that date onwards. So this is a salary. Because I enter salary, automatically this element. Now, if you have any transportation allowance, any other elements, you can attach manually here. Check. Yeah, this is there. So this is the element entries. Now you go to payment methods. Payment method is nothing but how this employee salary is getting paid. 1 second, guys. Okay, so this is the place where you attach your bank account, things like that. So you change the date to your original date. Then you say here, add your payment method. So it's going to give, I'm saying bank transfer. Now you are going to select here. This employee should be paid through bank transfer or check payment method. Why only these two options coming? You see, in the system, lot of payment methods created. Because remember when we are creating payroll definition, there we said, okay, these two payment methods are valid payment methods. That's the reason only these two are showing up. So now, if I wanted to pay this employee through check, if we select check, nothing shows up. That's it, done. Because I don't have to enter any bank accounts or anything for this employee if I am paying through check. So if I say bank transfer, then system asks you what is the bank account that you wanted to transfer. Which bank account you wanted to transfer. Now you have to enter his bank details. I will say bank account number, bank account type, account holder, obviously routing number. I think this is 9-digit number, bottom of the check 9-digit. Like that you enter bank name, bank branch. You can enter here. I'll say S Bank corporate branch. You can enter and save and close. Simple. Okay, then you will say submit. This is his bank details. Now you see someone asked me a question. Suppose I wanted to pay certain amount through cash or certain amount through check, or I wanted to transfer some percentage of my salary to one bank account, some percentage of salary to another bank account. If that is your case, you see by default, if you have only one payment method, 100% will be paid to that. If I'm adding one more, see, you are going to select percentage. If you say this particular bank account, maybe I'm paying check, I will say 30% here, then automatically that first payment method will change to 70%. 70% amount go to that bank account, 30% of my salary comes here. Okay, then you submit and then it will go accordingly. Automatically, when you say 30% to this check payment method, this payment method will become 70% automatically here. Okay, so this is the payment method, employee bank account. Any questions here? Then I open the another employee also. We will enter that same information to that employee. Again, you go to payroll relationship. Change the date. Okay, payroll is done. Then you go to his salary information. Salary information. One second, guys. Okay, so here enter, let's say 120,000 per annum. Yeah, then you say continue. Check if there is any approval conflict. Then you say submit. Okay, once you enter salary information, again we go to element entry screen and see the elements are attached properly automatically. Because this is a demo environment, so people have created a lot of elements automatically attached. So I'm just removing that. This is not our element, so I'm just removing that element. Okay. Then we enter his bank details. See here, bank transfer. Okay. See bank transfer. Once you select bank transfer, automatically here the bank account section will come. One second, guys, just 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Yeah, bank account number. Account type, savings account. You can enter bank or whatever his bank name. Number. They say one close. So again, it's a submit. Okay, so bank account also entered. So what we did, we hired an employee. We enter his payroll information, his salary information. We enter his, we checked his elements. We checked his payroll, bank account details. So we have 2 employees working in this organization or in this payroll. So now we will see how to process employee salary information. So first let me show you how to process for one employee salary. Then we will process how to, in a mass process, like total payroll. I'm checking for one employee, make sure that everything is working fine or not. So for that, you go to checklist or payroll calculation, I think. Yes. You can search person. So let me take this employee, change the date to that payroll period. Yeah, this is our employee, right? So you can go here. You can say here, quick pay, simplified quick pay. This is the way to process individual employee salary, not all the employees, individual employee salary. Simplified quick pay. Yeah, once it comes here, you see here is payroll information, is elements, tax calculations. This is why 16 is coming, 16th February, we enter 9, right? Feb 3, yeah, 3 to 16, right? This is the payroll period, right? 3 to 16, first period. So organization by default we will check, because why we are selecting here this one. If employee is payment method is not there, what is the default payment method? We are selecting here. So it's a bi-weekly. This is the period 3rd February to 16th February, because that's when we hired this employee. Then you say submit. It will take a little while. I mean, just maybe less than 1 minute to process. Yeah, done. What happened? The mirror is coming. It's done only, right? It comes green check mark. Yeah, it shows succeeded. Shit. It's went error. Why gone error? System error occurred. Person payroll relationship doesn't complete the calculation. We want tax codes. Calculation data. Right. Yes. Let me check why it is showing like that. I think we have US taxation element. Yes, this employee is having all payrolls eligible. Eligibility is there. Yeah, this employee has got the taxation element. I don't understand why this is giving such error. Let me reprocess again. Yeah, this is the period that we are talking. Because the tax element, this is the tax element that we are talking, US taxation. This is there already. We don't have to worry about this. But it is referring only tax only. I don't understand why. Processing payroll relationship. A system where the employee doesn't have a calculation breakdown tax code assigned. Assign a calculation code for this employee.
Srini, I think we haven't attached the calculation card to this, right?
No. See, the calculation card is nothing but what tax element only. US tax element only. So that is already attached. See, the moment when you attach calculation card, it got attached automatically. So
okay, but in person screen also there is a payroll relationship tab where we can go and see the calculation card if that is attached or not. I just I'm having that feeling that can you check that once, please?
Which one?
I think in person in calculation card, if you search this employee, there is a calculation card in that task field.
Yeah. Let me try that.
Yeah.
But I think that is not required. You're talking about this only.
Yeah. Calculation cards. Just open that now. Let's see if it's tagged.
It should come automatically. That's why I wonder.
Because
it's coming.
Error. Yeah. Okay. Can you open that? That's without holding. This one, the calculation card. Just open that. No? Click on that.
Withholding is attached. Taking time. Yes.
Okay.
It's there.
Associations. Okay.
Yeah, it's there for state. This one. Reporting unit is this.
It is effective from 30th March 2021.
No. You can change the date to. It shows like that one.
Okay.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, it's not there, no? Association is not there.
Why?
Can you just scroll down again? Take the date track again to today.
Okay, this is what.
That is a problem, I think. Yeah. Because when we are processing the period for that period date, it's not finding the tax reporting unit. And that's
but you see, federal tax is there properly, but why? I'm just wondering why it is there from today. Association.
Okay.
Okay, this is the issue.
Is it just taking the sales date? On the time which we are hiring employee?
If I take that, it's there. Now.
Yeah, see, here we can see that it's taking from 3rd of Feb only, but when we click on the associations, it's taking the sales date only. See?
No, it's not showing up.
Yeah. Can we add it here and then just try?
No, because it will be modified. You can add, but it will be modified automatically.
Okay.
That's reporting unit. If If I save and close, you already have active association in this type. That's it will come like that.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's taking the future date for consideration.
So let me do one thing. I mean, this comes automatically. I don't understand why this is showing up like that. Society. Okay, we did it right. We modified that one.
Click on edit.
Okay.
US taxation is from starting from 33rd March only. So we need to change that date also. I think you have created taxation today, right? That's why I think
it's not allowing 2020. Date must be 4. It's outside the valid range.
yes.
One second. Now I understand something. No, maybe I think what we did, I don't know, I'm just guessing. In the legal entity calculation cards, I did some change, I submitted instead of canceling. I don't know.
Yeah, it's checking today's date, so maybe something which we have done today. So.
I think federal, there is no issue. Federal is fine. I think problem is with regional. Okay, it is also fine. 1 all or 999.
Search with the 50 start date if something is
I'm going one by one calculation.
Okay.
Okay, this is fine. Something is there. Okay. It's fine. I mean, there is no issue here. I think when we are hiring an employee, that's where we did something today with today date. But we didn't do anything, right? We just hired them. How come the association come with today date? Because everything we used same date. Yeah, reduction card 2020 properly done. Only the association is happening on 30th today date. Select. See, now it's coming. You see here?
Yes.
If I go to that date, it's not coming up. This is gone. His name is not showing up. So where went wrong? I'll do one thing. I'll go to his salary. I'm removing everything and again I will redo it. Let's see. Remove everything. Let me search this person. Let's see if this employee also has got the same issue. If that is the case, I think we have to hire another employee and see. Go to calculation cards. Yeah, this employee doesn't have. For him, it's there from this. This regional is there from 3/2/2020 onwards. There you go.
We have processed for this.
I think we can run the payroll for this employee. Then the issue is with only that employee. Where went wrong? We hire exactly the way we hired that employee. Anyway, Ignore that employee. We will take this employee. Ignore this employee. We will take this employee. And see. I mean, I don't understand. We hired exactly the way we hired this employee. Oh, man. Okay, so go to payroll calculation. Search person. We are going to the period so that it comes automatically that period. Let me run for quick pay, simplified quick pay. So same period. So by default, I'm giving check payment method. Submit and let's hope this goes well. But still, yeah, you see, this goes well. Because I think there is one issue with that employee, looks like. I don't know, we did exactly the same way how we hired that second.
Is it a percentage issue, Srini? Like I don't know what that you have set for one employee that 70% will be go and
No. We didn't select that. Okay. I just shown you, but I didn't show that 70% should go, 30% should. I just shown you, but I didn't submit it.
Okay.
This employee only. This employee, let me just, you see here, still it shows 100%.
Okay.
I don't think that is an issue. I think the issue is with when you enter payroll relationship, that's when the issue comes, looks like. So when I enter payroll relationship, maybe here the issue has come. I don't know why. Again, we'll try. I'm just retrying. No, it's not there. See here. It's not. I can delete here and I can add it. Let's try. If this is possible. Okay, federal comes automatically. Associations. Yes, these things comes automatically. Yeah, let's go here. Let's see first. Anyway, this got processed, and let's see this one. See, this employee salary we have entered of what? 120,000 looks like, right? 120,000 divided by 26. Yeah. This is a bi-weekly salary because 52 weeks per annum, so 26 bi-weekly. So per annum we have 26 bi-weeks. So this gross salary has calculated $4,615.38, which is a bi-weekly salary. So gross pay is that. If you can just extend and you can see the value. So this is the input value calculated. What did I do? Okay, so you can see the deductions also. Employee tax deduction. So this tax calculations and all happened automatically. So if you go to tax deductions, it's going to show you a lot of things here. You see here, tax, how much tax calculated. See, federal income tax, social security, employee tax, Medicare tax, state disability insurance. These calculations we have not given. This has been calculated based on the US taxation rules that we have defined. So this will be calculated automatically. Okay. So then you see your net salary. Your net salary will become, whatever gross minus your, you see, this is my total salary, gross salary, plus all these are all minus because of, they're all deductions. So this is my net salary. This is how an individual employee salary is going to be calculated. Okay. So now what we will do quickly, we will compare these two people and see, we will try to run this employee, second employee also. I want to show that. Just bear with me for a couple of minutes. So I'm opening that second employee record and see whether this employee is still. This is our first employee. And go to calculation cards. Basically, that cards get attached automatically. Like, second employee, we didn't do anything, right? So I don't know, somewhere when I'm hiring, I did some mistake. I don't know why. Anyway, this is employee. Second employee, okay, pretty much good. Both are same. This is our first employee. This is our second employee. Let's go into that first employee record. Okay, this is what we have. And extend. This is also, we will go into that. Here I extend the associations here also. Great. So both are same. Everything is same here. If I extend further this, nothing is there. So regional. Okay, I think it looks like everything looks good here. Now what we will do, we will run for second employee also. Then I think it should run now. First employee, we will run for first employee now. Let me search for second employee quickly. So and see if is processed. You can see what are all the payrolls that are processed for this employee. You can just click on view process result. It is not showing up, but you have to search for the date. This date is 3/2/2020. Yeah, you see here, this is processed for first employee. Let's go and run second employee. I think it should process now for this person. Let's see if it is cancelled or not. Yes, it is cancelled. Yeah. Let's see if it, oh shit, it will not process. Why? Because we have not attached payroll. I removed payroll, I removed salary basis. So I think salary will be processed as 0. Oh man. I reattached payroll, but I didn't attach the salary information. You see, that's the reason it's completely blank. At least it processed something. So view process results. Complete. I'm just roll back. Okay. Let's check quickly all the components are there. Yes, I have this employee salary, employment information. Then I will have his payroll definition. Let's see payroll relationship is there or not. Yes, payroll relationship is attached properly. We have not entered his salary. We removed his salary. So again, we will attach his salary back. And let's check his element entries, whether this element is automatically attached or not. Yeah, this is good. Now we will process again. Whatever we are seeing now, this is only to process one individual employee separately. So there is a way to process all the employees at a time. That we will see tomorrow. I think tomorrow we can finish the remaining transactions. Because of this calculation cards, it got delayed. Otherwise, we would have completed today itself. But yeah, anyway, tomorrow we need to talk about the formula doubts, clarifications that you have. So maybe we will talk about this payroll process and things like that. And then we will, yeah, it is done. Great. We can check. So you see here, it's calculated now for this employee also. So what is the salary that we have given for this employee? 100,000 per annum. So 100,000 per annum divided by, it's because bi-weekly it's 26 weeks. So 3846.15 is what my gross salary. So again, net salary, you have your your employee tax deductions. Still you are going to have all these tax calculations, and then you have your net salary. Okay, this is about your payroll and how to process one particular payroll. So when payroll is processed, as I said, it's going to process only the amounts. Okay, this employee, his gross salary is that much, his net salary is that much, his taxes are that much. That's it. It's only process within the system and show the result. It's not going to show, okay, this amount should go to which bank account, this payslip and all. This process will not take care. There will be another processes which will take care about all those things. You see here something called payments. Payments is nothing but prepayments. This is called prepayments. When I run the prepayment process, for example, system will map it. You see again, now you have to choose all these things and all. By default, what I need to do. So again, same. So when you run the prepayments, again, it's calculating quick pay. Oh, it will not. Anyway, we will run the prepayment. So I will show you how to process all the employees' prepayments and all. So there, your prepayments, prepayment process. Anyway, we will talk about all these processes one by one tomorrow. Yeah, I see prepayments are running. Calculated quick pay is already run. It's cross-checking. So yeah, you see here, why quick pay is not processed? Okay. Because we have already processed one time. Second time, if you process, employee salary will not be processed. Remember that one. Once you process, it will not show again. So one employee, always remember, one payroll period, once you process employee salary, second time when you process, it will not be processed. It will process blank. That is why it is showing 0, because we have already processed this employee salary, right? So second time when you are processing, it will not process. It will show as a 0, 0, 0. So if you look at periods, you see, 2 times it's one time it processed. Second time, even if you process, it shows blank. So that's the reason you don't You don't process again second time. So I'm just cancelling second. Even if you run the second time, it will not process. So tomorrow we are going to talk about all remaining, remaining processes and all. So even if you see view process results, I will show you something else. See, I am rolling back this one also. What we will do, we will again rerun that quick pay prepayments. Then see what happens. I just wanted to show you that, these are the ways to see, debugging your systems and all. So what I'm doing, I'm just rerunning again directly quick pay prepayments and see what happens. It will calculate quick pay, it will calculate prepayments. You see? Yeah, now you see here, it's calculated. Because now you see the payment result also, it is going to, this is why I'm talking about prepayments. It's going to use, okay, this is using this payment method. You can even expand and check it. You can pay, you can cancel the payment, or you can say, okay, check payment method. If you click on that, it shows that. Okay, why it is showing check payment method? This employee has that bank account we attached, right? Yeah, anyway, we'll see tomorrow these things. This got processed nicely, but yeah, we will see this one tomorrow again. Any questions? Anyone has any questions?
So tomorrow we will complete the payroll, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow we will finish the payroll. It's only half an hour or 1 hour we will take, and okay. Another, maybe if time is there, I will talk about. I will answer your questions in your formula clarifications that you are looking at.
So, so this completes our course, right? Or something else we need to also.
Sorry.
So this will complete our courses, right? For it seems, or anything next topic will be going to cover. This will be the end.
No, I don't know that. You please check with Ravi, because he told me to take care about absence and payroll.
Okay.
That's why I'm taking care about these two. You check with Ravi. What are the next steps?
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
We have his bank details, right? We enter his bank information. This employee bank information we entered at initial when we are hiring. So I'm just rerunning. That's it. I'm not doing anything here. I'm just rerunning this. Yeah, tomorrow that's what our plan. So I wanted to show you the step-by-step process for a whole payroll process. this is only, processing one person and see what is the issue, again debugging, roll back, again rerun, roll back, rerun, all these things we have seen today. So tomorrow we will see that sequential process that we run the payroll. Once that is done, then maybe it will take 20 to 30 minutes. It won't take much time to talk about those things. And then we will talk about formula clarification. So I suggest you to please note down all your clarifications or doubts that you have in your formulas. I will clarify all those things. So we can finish by tomorrow. Okay, so you see here now bank account has come. This is what I'm talking about. This employee has processed this much salary, and look at his bank. It's a bank transfer method, and this is the bank account it is going to sit here. You click on that, it shows the bank account, direct deposit and the bank transfer we selected. Because this is a bank account that we enter for this employee. Okay. This is the prepayment process for this person. Any questions?
Yeah, the payroll which we have covered here, this is the US payroll we have done, right?
Yeah, this is the US payroll.
So, is there any major difference between this one and the global payroll?
You see, US payroll, the thing is everything, mostly, once you define your elements, the corresponding formulas will be generated. Tax elements, especially tax elements and all, you don't have to worry about that. Ruggle is delivering that tax calculations if you are defining those withholding rules and all properly. But when it comes to the global payroll, everything you have to define, even the tax elements. For that, the corresponding formulas, what is the tax percentage that in that country it is calculating, everything you have to define in the global payroll. Nothing will be given. Remember, see, when we are defining the US taxation element, how we didn't create that. And then the whatever deductions that we are looking at, the pre-unemployment deduction, social security deduction, those elements we have not created. And then that corresponding calculation rules for that states we have not defined, because certain rules we have defined, accordingly it is calculating. But global payroll, it's completely blank. When you say global payroll, it meaning it's undelivered legislation like Kenya or Ethiopia or Sri Lanka or I don't know, other countries which Oracle has not delivered. So
which we saw the list initially, there is somewhere predefined and somewhere not.
Yeah, exactly. So when you look at that, everything you have to define manually. Everything. I have not defined it yet. So everything you have to define. Even the tax elements you have to define. The corresponding formulas, you have to write the formulas. So, yeah, that is the difference.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so any questions or else we can close today? And that's it from my side. And then we'll see tomorrow and we can wind up tomorrow. Thank you guys.